Hey everybody, Hokius here, and I just wanted to show you a little something I managed to do in between streams. You see, I hadn't meant to do this necessarily. I just had decided I wanted to get the staff from Gaga that you can get from fishing, so I was going to do a little bit of fishing in between, earn up the fishing points, buy the staff, move on. I'll show you that in a minute. But it turns out that it's actually really easy to catch the Baron Garayan if you want to catch him in the Oasis. So this right here, as you can see on your screen, is the Baron Garayan, and I will show you how you're going to do that as soon as I cut this video up and start the next segment. So get ready for that. Okay, here I go. And here we are. Okay, so I'm going to show you real quick what this looks like. When you click fish here, you tap fish, you press X on the fish. You see all four fishes right there. Boom, immediately out. Let's change my bait real quick. I think maybe we've got a Martin Garayan here. So in the Oasis at dusk, you can get Martin Garayan and Baron Garayan at dusk at the Oasis. The great thing, like I just was pointing out, is that as soon as you click fish, all four fish show up in the pool. You can see them. You can go, oh hey, are you a big fish or are you a little fish? He is not a Martin Garayan because he don't want the apple. Let's see if he wants a minin. So this is the other thing you do. When you see a big one, every fish in here likes the minins except for the Baron Garayan and the Martin Garayan. So you can throw out a minin, and if he follows it, you don't want him. He is a useless fish. If he doesn't want it, then you start throwing out either potato cakes or you throw out the poisoned apple. Martin Garayan likes the poisoned apple. Baron Garayan likes the potato cakes. Everything else in here also likes the potato cakes, so you gotta kind of try and keep it away from the little fish because they're expensive bait. I think they're 400 gilda. Let's go look. 400 gilda over at the Muskalaka shop. The Brooks house. Brook. Okay, I'm sorry. That was bad. So if you go over here to Brook, you can buy some of them potato cakes. 450 gilda. That's not cheap. So you don't want to have to spend all those. So what you'll do is you throw the minin out there and you'll figure out, is this a fish that only wants the potato cakes? If he only wants the potato cakes, then he's a Baron Garayan. There you go. Try and follow him around the pool till he gets away from the small fish. Cast your bait. Catch your Baron Garayan. And of course the Martin Garayan is the only fish that likes the poisoned apple, and it only likes the poisoned apple. So if you throw a poisoned apple in there and your fish wants it, it is a Martin Garayan. And like I was saying, the Martin, they're both bigger fish. The Baron Garayan is the biggest fish by far that you will ever see in the pond, as you saw in that video before. No other fish grows that big, but it's hard to tell sometimes, so that's why you use the minin trick. Okay, so you are set. Now you can fish efficiently. And of course, as I told you last time, same thing applies here. If there's nothing going after your fish, or the fish seems to lose interest in your bait, if there's nothing going after your bait, of course, not your fish. Anyway, yes, if you don't see the fish you like, if nothing's going after the bait that you want to use, or it's going after the bait that you don't want to use, then just back out, start it again. Time does not pass while you are fishing, and as long as you're still in dusk, and you back out and start again, you will get 4 new fish. So you just do that over and over and over again. It doesn't take that long. I think once I started doing that for the Baron Garayan, it took me, couldn't have been more than 20 minutes. And the Baron Garayan is worth a ton of fishing points, just so many fishing points. In fact, let me show you. I caught 2 Martin Garayans, 1 Baron Garayan, and that let me buy this weapon, the Scorpion, for my boy Ungaga here. So this thing is a 55 attack, so it's 20 attack more just off the bat. Wind, and it also adds poison to the enemies, and of course there's a reason to build it up, and you can actually accomplish things by building it up. So, and the other thing, go back over here and look, you can get top-notch weapons for everybody. Everybody's got at least one weapon here, one of their best weapons in the game, one of their best starting weapons. Of course, you got to build it up to get to the best weapon, but these are some of the best starting weapons in the game for each of these characters, and there's actually 2 swords for Hokius or Tone, whichever, you know, I don't know why you would call yours Hokius. If you do, that's cool. You should tell me about it, but I don't know why you would. But yeah, so Scorpion is 1,400 points. Easy. 3 fish, done. And the other thing, of course, if you want to farm up some of these gems to put in your weapons, which is going to be by far the fastest way to level up the weapons and evolve them into the next weapons, then you can do that. You can get, look at this, 100 points, that's it. You can get 4 to 6 gems off every fish you catch. That is gonna be a very nice way. It's gonna be way faster than going back and doing the backroom dungeons. So that's how you're gonna do it. Really easy, really simple. I promise you, I would not lie to you. Okay, I told you about the fishing. Let's go to Zabo's house and let's see what he has to tell us now that it's nighttime. Oh, Zabo's a woman. You seem to be sneaking around everywhere lately. Who are you anyway? What? You want to take out the moonship from the temple? Whose permission do you have to do such a thing? That temple is a sacred place that we, desert people and the moon people, have maintained together. A very noble king named Bamalumba Hamalumba rests there. I can't give a signet to just anybody. You'd best come back some other time. Chief! Oh, is that you and Gaga? Chief, Hokius is someone we can trust. He saved Makara and others. Hokius can defeat the Dark Genie. Oh, is that so? Well, since it's coming from Ungaga, I have no doubt. Well, where shall I start? First, how to conquer the Sun and Moon Temple. Listen carefully. To reach the last room where the moonship is stored, you must enter through the King's Room. To enter the King's Room, you need 2 signets. One is the Sun Signet, handed down by the chiefs of Muskalaka. The other is the Moon Signet. The Moon people who maintain the shrine are supposed to have it. But that's not the case anymore. The lazy Moon people entrusted us with the Moon Signet so they can relax in the woods. Meaning that the 2 signets are both here in Muskalaka. Unfortunately, they aren't here. Zabo and Inga each have one. I'll tell them about you so you can get the signets from them. Anyway, good luck to you. Oh, wait a minute. A boy in a green hat. Say, those eyes of yours. You have beautiful eyes. I knew another man with those same sparkling eyes. When I was young, he was the only man who could beat me. He was handsome, but that was more than 20 years ago. Ah, but here I am going on and on. Young man, be strong like he was. Blink, 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 blink. She's talking about your dad, and that's all you can do is just blink? Alright, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Let's see, we got more boxes. There's a box. Box, a box, a box. It's a gourd. And we go over here. And that's a pocket. Pockets is good. Pockets make the bags bigger. Boom. That's good. Any boxes over here? No. No boxes over here. Just some teeth. Be careful. I can't be responsible for what happens to you out there. Chief Bunka. Bunka Bunka. Alright, I think that's all there is to do in here. The chief doesn't seem to have anything else to say to us. Alrighty, so it looks like it's time to go back into the temple. Sun and Moon Temple inside. Level 16. Oh, I should have checked the outside to see how much further we gotta go. I mean, we'll know when we get to the last floor because it'll tell us we gotta use the signets. So at least we got that going for us. We won't accidentally run into the boss. And I'm sure, just like me, you can guess oh, there's another chest blending into the floor. You can guess exactly who the boss of this dungeon will be. And another chest. Just hiding out in plain sight. There's a magical crystal. It's gonna be the king, right? It's gonna be a mummy fight. This is gonna be awesome. We're gonna love it. We're gonna celebrate it. We're gonna cherish it. And there is Gosuke, the golem. I mean, technically there is a U there, and you can pronounce it Gosuke. Gosuke. But in Japanese, a lot of times with names, you don't pronounce those U's. So I'm gonna guess that if we were in Japan, or at least this is what I've gathered from my several hours of anime watching. So I'm gonna guess that it's supposed to be. There's a mimic. Hi, mimic. I'm gonna guess. I've already guessed, I guess, that it's pronounced Gosuke. We'll I guess we won't find out because no one's gonna pronounce it for us. Oh, mimics. Mimics, mimics, mimics. Everywhere you go. There you go. Give me that repair powder. Trans feather. You know, I don't know that I ever actually bought any real repair powder. Because I was too busy fishing. But there you go. Alright, well, we cleared the room of mimics at least. Let's get out of Gaga now that we've got him a real weapon. Now that Gaga is ready to really show us how we do things around here. And I already filled him up with items. So he is ready to use this. This isn't much of a spear. I guess it's a spear, not a staff. This is more of a halberd. But it'll work, right? And we'll grab that on our way back. Mimic. Yeah, still not a lot of damage, and it does, of course, because this is a mimic, take a lot of durability when you use a melee weapon against it. But that's what that's gonna look like. That's the King Slate, and he's so tall. I wish I hadn't skipped over that quite so quickly. He's so tall though that when he holds up the item he gathered, it's too high. You can't see it. That's awesome. I mean, on the one hand, it's hilarious. On the other hand, it's a little bit frustrating because why didn't you guys account for that? But again, we've talked before about how this game is a little bit. Oh my gosh, so many mimics. It was designed by a small team, mostly by one person, so it makes sense that there would be some small bugs and stuff like that. I mean, you saw, well, you probably didn't because there was not a lot of people there. Oh my gosh, mimics! You probably didn't see, but you can see if you want to. I created a game for a contest back in 2015. Hang on, let's boost this weapon real quick. It's sort of customized. Upgrade that sucker. We'll just keep acting like we're gonna build it up. It needs attack, it needs holy. So I've got an attack 3, and I'm sure I've got holy somewhere. That does ice, so that's not actually useful. Guys. Nope. That's what I'm using. No. Alright, it looks looks like I took all of the things off of the weapons. I decided I didn't need them after all. Just fine. Big chest. Oh, king mimic. Of course it's a king mimic. Oi. Alright, let's get Shao out here. Hot damn, he's a whopper! I knew it wasn't a treasure chest. I knew it! You never listened to me. Treasure key acquired. Not that we need those. We can just sell that sucker. Because Martin Gryan makes it so that we always know where the traps are. Oh my gosh. Hit the mimic. There's so many mimics and I can't hit them. This is the worst day ever. Okay, not really. And what was I saying? Oh yes. So I designed my own game. What's with those pretty eyes? It's one eye, literally. Don't come this way. Don't let me stop. Oh, here's a job for Ungaga. Yeah, I know. So I designed my own game for a contest 3 years ago, almost to the day now. And I had to design a game in a month, and I designed a top-down shooter. And, you know, it's pretty good. I feel pretty good about it. It does have some bugs in it, like we discovered while I was streaming it over the weekend, that it has a bug where if you beat the game and try and put in a high score, if you put in the high score not beat the game, you're fine. But if you beat the game and try and put in your high score, it has a bug that's a fatal error and kills the game. So, you know, at least they didn't do that here, right? This is a bug where you can't see the thing that the guy is holding up is infinitely better than a bug where the game just dies. But I'm okay with that bug because I had to design that game by myself in a month, and I pulled it off, and you could play through the whole story, and who really cares about your high score as long as you beat it, right? Right. So yeah, that I archive all my streams on Twitch, so that game should still be there. I may go back and cut that part out of the stream, and then I can post it on the YouTube channel. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but that may be something I do, so you can see it. I unfortunately did not record it on my computer, so if I do that, it'll be low quality from the stream, but hey, it would be there, which is more than it is right now. So we're running around collecting random items for the city still. Very exciting. Thrilling stuff right here. I keep thinking about, I think I've mentioned this before actually, I do keep thinking about odds and ends. My god, so exciting! Yeah, but as I said, I believe I've said it before, I've thought about just cutting out the dungeons and chopping them up and only showing you new things as I run into them. New enemies, or if I think of something interesting to say, then bother with it. But I'm still not doing that yet. I would run a poll, but nobody votes in the polls anyways. Because for whatever reason, the people who follow me on Twitter are not the people who pay attention to my YouTube channel and my streams. It's like you do one or the other, but not all of them. So I could do a poll here, but I think only one of my fans, I know I will call you all my fans, you beautiful people, actually comments here, and so that's really cool that she does that. But on the other hand, sorry, the barking dogs scared the daylights out of me. It's okay though, they're not fighting, or they'd still be going. Well, they're barking, but there would be worse sounds, so we're free to continue here. If you can, please ignore the barking dogs all day. There are other people who can deal with them and tell them to shut up. So you don't need me for that. Where was I? But yeah, it's only one person, so she's the only one who would get a vote. And I guess you could vote for me if you you want me to continue showing the entire dungeon. We're almost done with the game at this point anyway. We only really have 1.5 more dungeons after this, I believe. Oh, jeez. No! The big Bucks hammer broke! I done screwed that one up big time. Oh, jeez. Well, at least I have these Gaia hammers and the battle axe and the last judgment, right? Oh well, didn't need big bucks anyway. Jeez, this guy really does a number on the weapons, huh? Smash. I mean, he's steel, I guess, but holy crap, 6 weapon health power points. That is not fair. It's a good thing I did not attack him with Ungaga. His spear would be gone. There's a nice ice gem. That's, I think we gotta steal golems. I was making the golems be the thing for, oh gosh, I forgot his name. That's terrible of me. Goro to kill, but I think steel golems have got to be a ranged person's job. That's too much weapon health power. He has a great body. Steel giant, name says it all. He'll throw steel balls or something. Probably, I think, maybe. Oh, you can't attack while he has powder. Yes, he does. One blow from that guy can finish us. Good thing he got stuck on the pillar there. Let's make sure everybody's got their health and their thirst up. Because I can't remember if I actually did that. Alright, there we go. And keep running around. So yeah, go ahead and vote. Oh, hey, we got a dragon. Steel giant. And a dragon. He'll throw steel balls or something. Alright, and let's go ahead and repair this while we're here. Do not status break Steve under any circumstances. For the javelin, it's thunder, wind, mimic, and a witch. Watch out for the headbutt. Oh, yes. God. Right in time. Ice gem. Ooh, a dragon. ABS and equipped weapon became full. How about that? Alright. So it is customized. Upgrade it. Needs more thunder, holy, undead, steel breaker, and mage breaker. Got the steel and the mage. I have to go buy some thunder and holy or something. Magical crystal. It's not like I don't have the gilda for it, of course. You saw all my gold bars that I purchased when I realized I was going to need to buy potato cakes to catch Baron Gorions. Power-up powder. Ordinarily, I would use that on the frozen tuna because I want to see. Well, let's just go ahead and do it. It won't kill us. Frozen tuna. Build up. Needs more attack endurance. That's it. I've got attack and endurance things to put on there. There you go. Alright, so yeah, we're going to have to keep working a little bit harder to level up Ungaga's weapon, find him something that won't break it immediately. Mini totem pole. Yeah, I had no idea that the steel giant was going to pull that stunt on me. There's the exit. Or I wouldn't have used the big bucks hammer like that. Can I... do I have the key for this yet? Nope, okay. We'll come back. This is a job for Xiao. Jumping over. And this door is a job for Goro. Everybody's got a job around here. It's a big hammer. How about blue dragons? How do they do when you swing giant hammers at them? Oh, they do hurt the hammer. They hurt it quite a bit. Let's see if Gaga can handle a doom. Oh, it only takes 1 HP off of the weapon. So, oh, and there he is. He's poisoned. And then he died. So that's how you do that. With the Gaga, you let it poison and then you just kind of run away. Maps! Maps is good. No more mimics around here, I suppose. And Hokius needs to open that. There we go. Inga acquired. She's got one of our sigils, signets. That's the word I'm looking for, signets. And over here. Oh, blue dragon, he got me. Oh my, he did get me. Let's see. Use the bandit ring. Ice is probably not what you want to use on a blue dragon that shoots ice balls at you, right? Don't have fire. So twin. Oh, and it got me again. And a third time. Alright. Quick switch to Xiao before we take irreparable damage. To build up a yeah, we already know about building up javelins. Ice gem acquired. Watch out for the headbutt. Oh, no thank you. Let's just throw some ice gems at this fellow, shall we? That didn't do anything. Cool. How about some bombs? Surely some bombs will mess with him. Yep. There you go. Good night, Steel Giant. And he gave us thunder. Well, it's better than nothing. I was hoping for Steel Breaker, but I will take what I can get, I suppose. Go ahead and put another bomb on there. And we're gonna fed us. And it's another Steel Giant. He has a great body. And that should do it. There he goes. He had the key, so nothing else. Alright. Moving on. Let's see if we can level up Ungaga's weapon a little bit more. Should be nearing the end of this dungeon, this palace, this temple, this tomb, whatever it is you wish to call it. Where'd the key go? There's the key. Oh, hey, Dune! Wow. You are really close to the door, my friend. Not friend. Okay. Well. There you go. Can I poison you? I want to poison you. Poison. 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 Oh! Poison. No? Okay, die. And now it's a job for Xiao. He has a great body, etc., etc. And there goes. Mighty healing! Ooh, a dragon! Ice gem. And we'll let Ungaga handle the doom. Poison him. I like the dichotomy of he has a weapon that can banish the dark winds, but it also poisons. It's an interesting combination. Alright, come on. One more time. Do it again. Do it again. Come on. Heal him. Feeling good. Feeling good. Oi! Oh, don't die. There you go. Alright, and now it's up to Hokius to open all these boxes and orbs. Such nonsense. Totem pole. Roof. The roof. The roof. The roof is in my pocket. Toto's house. I think I found Toto. And it's locked. Forcing it open may mark the right, shows the right path, etc., etc. What did we get? We got a Chris knife, which is more or less useless to me. We are going to build up this Wise Owl sword. I can't believe we aren't quite there yet. What is the deal with this thing anyway? I thought we'd be there a while ago, or else I wouldn't have been working at it so diligently. It needs beast and flying, and I put one beast and two flying on it. So it's a 30 of each, which I think is gonna be enough. The next time that levels up, I think that's where we're gonna want to be. But I'm probably wrong. Alright, so next level. Yeah, peculiar shaped dead, blah blah blah. Well, we're already, because of the fishing, we're already a little bit over, so we're just gonna leave the dungeon now. Uh-huh. And run to the village. And let's build what we can. We've got Zabo's house, which is placed and almost done. Zabo, was Zabo the other one with the thing? Here's Inga's house. And we have a Toto, we have an Inga. There you go, Inga. And you have odds and ends. And you have some steps. And you have a stairway roof. A roof for the stairway. And you're missing a couple things. That's fine. We got Toto's house. And we got Toto. Boy who lives with Gosuke. We got Gosuke. We got odds and ends. Georama analysis says I have all the items. So this is actually a terrific stopping point, because this is the point at which we have all the items. The next floor is going to be the dungeon. So let's go collect some undead busters, some beast buster. Needed that undead buster for sure. Come on. Fish candy. Makes our little cat girl happy. Here's Inga. Inga, see, I thought Inga was a woman. I don't know anything about Muskalaka names, because I would have guessed Inga was a woman. You're an outsider, huh? My name is Inga. I'm just an old man, though. Seems that there is something important that brought you here. I won't ask about it, but since you are already here, you should at least pay a visit to the chief. Chief Banka is an incredible person. How incredible, you ask? So incredible that I cannot express it in words. What do you think? Don't you think Muskalaka is a great place? There are a little too many strange people around, though. Do you have a fishing rod? Listen up. Never ever fish at the oasis. I think he wants to keep all the Baron Gorians to himself. I heard that there is a mighty sword with the power of the sun somewhere in the world. I wonder if it could be here in Muskalaka. I wonder if that's the weapon the chief's been hiding. So that's probably going to be our reward for 100%ing this place. I don't know if I ever 100%ed it to remember it or not, but we will before we're done here. Have you heard of a man called Aga? Of course not. You wouldn't know him. Looking at you reminded me of a man I met a long time ago. I wonder why. Chief Bong... Okay. Let me see. I can only think of keeping the tradition of the pole guardian. Everybody wants that, so I'm not sure why that's the one thing that I can't figure out by myself, because that's... Yeah, you want a pole guardian. Got it. Right, of course. Well, I'll give you my glory from the old days. Sounds useless, which means it's probably the best reward here. Don't forget the trendy hay roof. If you forget, my place will look like a piece of gourd. And, of course, the totem. Alright, so. Got the roof so you don't look like a gourd. Oh, that's the wrong button. And, oh, we don't have the roof. We have a roof for the stairs. Oh, yeah, I can see why it looks like a gourd. Okay, there you go. And we'll finish Zabo's house, because we got all the items, so we might as well. So we'll talk to Zabo, and we'll talk to Inga. We'll say Toto's house for... Well, no, because I'm worried Zabo and Inga are actually going to give us the items. So we're actually not going to talk to them yet. We'll talk to them next episode after we talk to Toto and Gosuke. And we'll talk to them, and then we will explore, I assume, the remainder of the Sun and Moon Temple. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, ignore Inga, fish in the oasis at dusk all the time. Alright, I'll see you next time.